Hey crafters, it's Janet with Crafting It Up in Creations, coming at you today with just a little DIY Dollar Tree style. Now, of course, what I'm showing you from the get-go is from Michael's. These are $5.99 at Michael's. They do tend to put stuff like this on sale, or as always, use a coupon. Now, in the last week or so, they've had like 20% off totals, purchase price, even including sale items. So even if you can't get these on sale per se, you can always use a 40% off coupon, or even at least get the 20% off, especially if you buy more than one of these. So these are typically, I'm lying, these were $9.99. So you definitely want to use your coupon. And then these bigger ones are $19.99. And this is kind of going to go in with what I'm going to show you we're going to do today. These are beautiful. Oh my gosh. So I've seen a few people haul these online, and I saw them at Michael's, and I kept thinking, oh, would I use all these? And I still don't even know if I would use them all. So my plan, honest to goodness, is to put a lot of things like this inside my embellishment boxes, you know, to kind of share these beautiful gems. Now these have half pearls, and they're acrylic, so they don't weigh anything, but they also have these really pretty like faceted pieces too, and you can just see the light catch that, how pretty it is. And then there's the pink ones. And then, of course, this is kind of like a teal one. I'm going to try to get a big one, just so you can kind of see it. Maybe get the camera to focus really well. But they're really pretty. They have a lot of different ones to choose from. These include the pearls with just this kind of really pretty iridescent finish to them. And then this beautiful box. I am a little skeptical of this because this kind of comes off like that. I would like to put them in something else a little bit more sturdy. I have not figured out what yet because there's just so many of them. As you can see, it's like 7 ounces. There's so many, but I've used a lot, and I'm going to show you what I've used a lot of these for. But they have different boxes, so depending on what you're wanting them for, they have these with the gems in them, and they're all different. You can just see the light catch. They're so pretty. But there's different colored gems. There's so many different ones in here. So even, and I just discovered this the other day, because I only see a few of these really special ones in here. But there are like this. It's kind of like a pointed gem. And granted, some of them have a little bit of scratch marks on them, but for, you know, what you're getting and the price that you're paying for them, it's just like, you know, here and there. So this one's kind of like a solid gold, but then they also have one that looks kind of more like a gem. And then, of course, this one has flat back pearls in it too, and all different sizes. And then they have these really pretty faceted ones. So there's just so many different ones to choose from. I'm going to show you one last box. And this one has like white pearls, gray pearls, gold, and black. And what they've included in these even is gems and pearls. So these black pearls, let me show you these. They have like different colors within them, and they're so pretty. Now they do have some that are in packets. Those are the ones that are $4.99. But they have a few different ones of those you can choose from too. But these are so pretty. And there are a lot of the same ones. Like I say, I plan to even try to gift these out. I may even make little tiny embellishment boxes using the boxes from the Dollar Tree that come from the automotive section, and put a bunch of these in those. And this is the one from the Dollar Tree. And it's, of course, smaller, but you could put a lot in here. and it would be plenty for someone to even use. I've even thought about putting maybe something like this on my eBay account, just to give somebody a variety. Especially if if you wanted so many different ones, but you don't want to have to pay that much for a bigger, volume of them. So, I have something really neat to show you today. I want to make a fabric flower, or not fabric, but it's going to be a lace flower. So Dollar Tree has this beautiful lace ribbon. It's kind of like an off-white ivory type color. It is very pretty. I love this. It seems like they get it in pretty frequently now. But we're going to use this. Of course, you're going to need some scissors, and punch is optional. I used to be a Stampin' Up! Person, and I never really sold it. I just was a demonstrator that bought my own stuff. So this is a 1 3/8 punch. You could use a 1-inch punch or a 1 1/4 inch punch. This is also from Stampin' Up! As well. Whoops. And this one is 1 1/4. It really doesn't matter if it's scalloped. Just use whatever you have, and even cut your own circles. That would be even perfect too. I'm a firm believer in using what you have. Now, they also sell these really great head wraps at the Dollar Tree as well. And they're nice and stretchy, and I'm just really into creating things to put inside these embellishment boxes right now. I'm totally addicted. I want to make tons more, but these are just headbands, and you can glue these little fabric flowers onto it. So I'm going to kind of show you different things to do with those. But now these have the little metal band, and of course this is exactly where you could stick your flower to hide it. They have different ones. The tropical one, I used one of these really thin ones on it. And this one you can actually close the box, if you wanted to put it just on the lid. Because you can always put it all the way around. These, I'm pretty sure we're going to have to put this all the way around the box, but they stretch really nicely. These can go around your planners to hold them together. They just come in really handy. And then they also have these really cute salon clips. Now, I haven't looked for these for a while because I bought so many of them at one time. But these little cute salon clips, they just have that little alligator teeth clip. And, you can just put them in your hair and hold them. But we're going to use them for something different today. I'm going to show you. And, also when you're at the Dollar Tree, look for the really cool headbands. Like they have these that have this real pretty stretch. Now this flower I did not make. This is one of them that I bought from Joann's. It's like the Jolie's flower, and I've just glued it on there. But I hope to make something like this, because I have some tulle and I have a little bit of fabric. But isn't that beautiful? I got this on clearance, and I just made it to hold a planner cover together. And that was the idea. I've even thought about making special ones for my niece, because she really enjoys wearing headbands. So I think this would be such a great idea. So many different uses. They also sell the breast cancer awareness ones as well. So you can have so much fun with the different ones. Now, this is one of the Salon Clips. This is how they come on the package. You get 2 for $1 at the Dollar Tree. They even have these really cute. This one has little butterflies on it. I love that. But these come off of the little alligator clip pretty easy. Usually I just kind of grab it and twist. And that's it. It's got a little felt backing on there, which will be great for even, gluing it down. And then that's it. And I recommend kind of pinching it as a whole and not pulling on the flower parts, because you don't want to pull this part out. So when you do it, just kind of pinch around that felt and just twist, and it comes right off. And then I have even bought some from Joann's that were on clearance. They have those in my store. They're in a middle bin and kind of like going up the aisleway, and they have a bunch of different things on sale, and they just have a lot of Tim Holtz stuff was there. But these are stickers, and you just peel. I recommend peeling off the back. That way, eventually, that doesn't peel off, and, you know, your flower falls off, whatever you've stuck it on, even if you've, especially if you've hot glued the sticker part. But that's very close to these. And these are 2 for $1 at the Dollar Tree. So I think that's a super good deal. Just a little idea of something to use. And so what I recommend is hole punching. Whoops. What I recommend is hole punching some of these just out of any type of cardstock. You can use some of the cheapest cardstock you have, but you just want a base. Now, when I did my mason jar holders, I ended up cutting all these little circles out of here, and I have used the inside of some of these even. See? And I've made larger flowers using some of these. Now, it does kind of make it really big, and it just depends on what you're wanting to use it for. So, let me try to see if I can find one. I guess this is one of the larger ones where I've used it on the back. And this is some ribbon, and you can see that base. I've used some material that Joann's had that was already had this little pinking edging to it. And I just folded them in half and then folded these pieces over to kind of look like a petal. Now this one's pretty big, so I don't know what I'm going to actually use it for, but it may go on maybe the top of an embellishment box. And then I took little pearls and then stuck some glue down in there and stuck the pearls in the center. And then for this center, I just scrunched up the material itself to kind of make it look like the center of the flower. Just to kind of look like one piece was coming out of there. And this ribbon on the outside, I actually took a needle and just went in and out, and then pulled it together to make a circle. And I'll do one of those again another day. But for now, I wanted to show you different ones that you can make using some of this lace. Now this, I did buy at Joann's, the white one. And all I did was put a little hot glue and go around the center of the circle until I hit the center. And I'm going to do one of those for you. But these are using this Dollar Tree ribbon. And it's so pretty. And then I've put an acrylic gem in the center of all these. And then here's one. Now since this is kind of a ivory color, I've kind of stuck with anything except for one of the white gems in the center. This one's just a little bit different. This one was from Joann's. I want to say they were $1.99, maybe $2.99 without the coupon. But you can see it's really quite the same quality as the one from the Dollar Tree. So, honestly, I just unroll a bunch of it because we're just going to use this. And try to shove all this stuff out of the way so it doesn't distract us. But basically, I just take my hot glue device. I've got this Surebonder detail, and it's really nice because it kind of makes a thin line of this hot glue. And these are the Gorilla Glue sticks from Walmart. I really do like these, but you can still buy your glue sticks at the Dollar Tree, and those work just fine too. And what I do as I go along, I just kind of bunch it up. So it's straight and I kind of bunch it. And you really can't mess this up because you're going to layer it. So if you get a little area where you don't think that you bunched it up well enough or you bunched it up too much, you're really not going to notice at the very end of the flower. And so when I get to this part, you can kind of tell that I went not quite like it's going straight right here. But we're going to just pull this back. And you can always even pull this up a little a lot of times. But we're going to go right around the edge. And I'm trying to do this while trying not to hit the camera. So, see how well. But since that's straight, I'm just going to kind of straighten it out and bunch it up and just follow the circle. And I do kind of push it down in there. Now I am using a glue device, try not to say the word, that is a low temp, which is really critical because you're going to get hot glue on you when you do this. If you have some of those little finger sleeves, they would come in handy, but I tend to not be able to wear it on the finger that hits the glue anyway. It's my thumbs. I always get it on my thumbs, and these really aren't made for thumbs. But like I say, if you use a low temp one, it's not as bad. I haven't burnt myself yet, so I should knock on wood. But I'm just going to follow it right around this corner again. And you have just a little bit of playtime anyway, so if you kind of wait a few minutes even before you go trying to stick your lace down, you should be fine. I have a couple other videos for you guys to coming up. I just thought I would do this one quicker and maybe not require as much editing to this. And then I'll work on editing this other one tonight. I want to say I've got at least an hour and a half worth of video, and I think that one's going to take me a little while to edit. But I'm having a lot of fun. I'm just wanting to create some embellishments to add to these little embellishment boxes. I don't know, I have so many different ideas to do with those, and I don't know, it's a lot of fun. A whole lot of fun. So I've been watching Grey's Anatomy and crafting, and I've been binge watching this season because I haven't watched it at all this season. And I've been looking online, the next craft that I have for you. I actually looked on YouTube to see if I could find anyone else that had done it, and I couldn't find anything. So it's actually a craft that I found on Pinterest, some different things that I found on Pinterest, but it originally evolved several years ago. Something I saw that I wanted to make, and I bought the fabric, I bought the mason jar lids, and I just kind of got around to it recently. And since I couldn't find any tutorial on it or inspiration videos, then I thought, wow, what a perfect thing to make one. So, but like I say, I have a ton of footage to go through. So basically, I'm just keep on pinching it and laying it down, and as I go along, I use my other finger to kind of hold it down until that glue dries. And I'm going to fill it into the middle until I'm happy with how big this flower is. So on this one, I think I'm going to go around it one more time, and we're either put a gem in the center, or we'll see. We'll decide then. Like I say, I end up with this hot glue all over me. It's kind of funny. It's either hot glue or it's glitter. It's one or the other. And you know, the possibilities are really endless. There's so many really cute buttons that you can even put in the center of these. I'm such a big fan of primitive and shabby and vintage that, you know, any of it is wonderful. So I've got it where I want it. I'm going to cut this piece off. These aren't... I think I need to sharpen my scissors. And this little piece is a little... Oops. let me show you what I'm doing. This little piece is a little off, so we're going to put just a little bit more hot glue down and put that in there. And see how cute that comes out? And you don't even have to make it this thick. You could make the layers where they're not as close together. You know, like this one only has 3 rows and it's the same size. Now I did take the little scallop punch and put another layer on there, and I thought that made that kind of cute, but you don't have to do that. It's really not necessary unless you know that this needs more stability for some reason. This has another. This button has a piece down in the center so you can kind of even hide this glue. So we're going to put this down here. We'll just hold it into place for a second. I love these. Oh yeah, that'll fit right in the center. And these clear buttons, I got them in a huge container from Walmart in their button section. They were probably in something similar to this even, oblong, and they had a bunch of them. And they weren't very expensive. I have to admit, I've bought a lot of ribbon from Walmart recently, from Joann's, of course, you know, the best time to get ribbon in Joann's and Michael's is around Christmas. They have some of the most prettiest ribbon to choose from. But there is that. And how cute is that? And really, if you already had the buttons on hand, you only need your hot glue device, a circle, and the dollar ribbon from the Dollar Tree. And look what you can do to make a little really cute shabby chic embellishment. So if you like these type of videos, give me a thumbs up. I'll continue to do more similar to this to show you how I make some of these flowers, but this is just some of the lace that I bought from Joann's and one of their flowers in the center. And of course you can always use the ones like from the Dollar Tree that were the off-white as well, like this. And I basically just went around in the circle the same. You know, when you kind of bunch it up and move it like I did, it gives it that real pretty like wave, and it makes it easier to even, you know, place it in that circle. So that's works really well for that. And this lace that the Dollar Tree has, I can make at least 3 of these, if not 4, if you didn't make them so thick. So like for this one, I went around this one several times. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 times around this, but you don't have to go around that many times. If you even just did it a couple, you know, like I have on some of these, it would go a lot further. But like I say, if you like these type of videos, give me a thumbs up. That'll let me know to keep doing more, just like it. But these are some examples of some that I've done. This has like the gray acrylic pearl in it. This is that real pretty off-white. This one was the one I made for you all with the pearl and the clear button. This has one of the Dollar Tree hair bows in it. I just took that off of that alligator clip. This one's got a green acrylic gem in it. And then this one has one of the diamond look ones. And I just think these make really cute embellishments. So I will, in future videos, use these, and I'll refer back to this video as well as to how I made them. But as you can see, the options are endless. In between the layers, you can add this rickrack. You can, of course, add the tulle. These are other laces that I also got from Joann's. These are usually $1.99, $2.99. These were in like, I against a back wall in their sewing section. But I've got some of that rickrack around there, and then I glued it to a tulle pom-pom. And I'll even show how I made some of these tulle pieces as well, because I would like to do some fabric flowers and using this tulle in between. But my idea for some of that is using die cuts and using my Sizzix die cut machine. But here's another lace one that I just put on top of this little pom-pom tulle as well. And then I've got some other little lace ones here too. So like this one, I just took pieces of this strand of pearl, and I just actually cut these into singular pieces. So, you know, maybe there's like 10 to 12 pearls in a row, and I just lifted up the lace, put a little hot glue down in there, and stuck it to that. But how cute is that? Like, there's so many different possibilities that you can do with these. And of course, this is just the white lace that's around it as well. And it's so pretty. And I apologize, it's Sunday and there are people out doing all their gardening work today, so I know you guys can hear that in the background, so I do apologize. But if you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. Like I say, if you like these type of videos, give me some feedback, give me some thumbs up, let me know. I'll do more. If not, you know, if I don't have a lot of interest in stuff like this, I do tend to make things like this and I don't record it. But if I know people are interested in seeing it, then, you know, I'll go ahead and record doing some of these different things, because I want to learn how to make other fabric flowers and different things, and, you know, kind of create my own spin on it, you know, like I did with these little lace ones. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. Hope you have a chance to craft it up. Take care and see you next time. Bye.